and it had information related to an inappropriate relationship with a 14-year-old. We're kind of here today.
This is totally a surprise to me.
I believe you.
Yeah, I mean,
I believe you.
it's crazy.
Corrupt cops believe their badge makes them untouchable, allowing them to abuse their power without consequence. But what happens when honorable cops refuse to look the other way, exposing the truth and holding them accountable?
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay?
Don't touch me. Don't you touch me.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No.
Chief, you're going to get locked up.
Here are several instances when good cops stood up to corrupt cops. Starting off with the case of Albuquerque police officer Jordan Hernandez, who was caught recklessly driving his police-issued vehicle after having one too many drinks.
You're speeding.
Yes, sir.
With no lights on.
Yes, sir.
2, I don't know why you keep going off the road. That's why I stopped you. Mr. Hernandez, can you explain why I would smell alcohol from your breath?
I don't know why, sir.
You are now under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicated liquor and/or.
On June the 10th, 2024, a New Mexico State police officer was out on patrol when he spotted an Albuquerque Police Department vehicle swerving erratically. Concerned for his fellow officers' safety, he initiated a traffic stop, only to discover an intoxicated officer behind the wheel. Despite the uncomfortable situation of dealing with a colleague, he knew he had a job to do and couldn't turn a blind eye to the clear violation of the law.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's the hurry?
I'm just in my way to work. I have like 11 minutes left.
You have 9 minutes left?
Yeah, I
Okay.
go in at 12.
Okay, and also, you're not staying in your lane.
I'm sorry, boss. I have a low tire. That's all it is.
Come back here and talk to me real quick.
Yeah.
Come back here. Over here. Yeah, so you're doing so stand right here. So did you even see me on the freeway?
I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't see me at all?
No, sir.
You didn't see me at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay, were you doing a buck 12 and I turned around? I actually saw you in the median, I turned around, and I've been chasing you probably since the 2:12-ish.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, did you do a favor? You have your weapon on you, right?
What's that?
You have your weapon on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's put it in your car real quick.
Okay.
And your taser. Come back here.
Yes, sir.
Over here. When does shift start?
12, sir.
12? Okay, start here. So, Mr. Hernandez, where are you coming from?
Las Lunas.
Where do you live at in Las Lunas?
What's that?
Where do you live at?
Hunting ranch.
Hunting Ranch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, like everybody, I tried to put your gun away. Okay, I'll be flat out honest with you. Okay, 1, you're speeding.
Yes, sir.
With no lights on.
Yes, sir.
2, I don't know why you keep going off the road. That's why I stopped you.
Honestly, can I show you why?
Well, you can tell me why.
It's because I don't have my other light or my other key, and so my other key it f***ed me up because I don't have my other key in the ignition, and so it's pulling on my belt. That's why. Like, I can show you, sir.
So that's why you can't stay in one lane?
No.
Okay, no. I asked you why can't you stay in one lane?
Because I'm trying to log on to all my stuff and everything like that.
Okay. So when did you start logging into it?
Honestly, I can show you. Like, I've been trying to log on and doing all my other stuff. That's the only reason.
Mr. Hernandez, when did you last drink alcohol?
Yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes real quick.
Okay.
Put your toes together.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk about flashing lights. What time yesterday?
Probably 12.
12 midnight or
Noon.
12 noon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, noon yesterday?
Yes, sir.
So like 12 hours ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No. Like noon the day prior.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes.
Okay.
So nothing drink recently?
No, sir.
Okay, any major head injury?
Just a headache recently, but nothing crazy.
Okay. When did you graduate the academy?
About 3 years ago, sir.
Okay. Was I one of your instructors?
What's that?
Was I one of your instructors?
No, sir.
Despite his insistence that he hadn't had a drop of alcohol that day, a strong odor of liquor lingering on him told a different story. Suspecting that he was lying, the officer wasted no time in conducting a field sobriety test, which only proved his suspicions.
Unfortunately, Mr. Hernandez, I believe that you're well over the legal limit. Okay, go and take every. So I will do the favor of that. Would you disagree with me?
I wouldn't agree with you, sir.
No, I said, would you disagree with me?
I would disagree with you.
Okay.
Can I put it in my unit?
Sure. You're speeding.
Yes, sir.
Your driving behavior.
Okay.
I mean, yes. Yes. Did you do great in the fields? No. Do you know how to do the field sobriety test? Yes. Your speech. I've never heard you speak. The strong odor. Your eye movements. Okay.
Okay, but my eye movement and nothing else.
Okay.
I'm not going to argue.
Oh, I know you're not.
I'm good. Here.
Face front of my police car. Yep. Lower your hands. Mr. Hernandez? I thought that's what they said, Mr. Callas.
Oh, that's my shirt. That's my partner. I wear his shirt.
Okay.
It's just because his shirt fits better.
Okay. So, Mr. Hernandez, I'm about to tell you something very important. You are now under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. The next Compact Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or laboratory technician or technologist who's available at the hospital, or a physician of your own choice to perform additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by a law enforcement agency, which is us, the New Mexico State Police. Mr. Hernandez, do you agree to take our test? At which time I'm asking for a breath test.
No, sir.
Okay, sir, I can't afford you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your next driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court for driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you have refused to be tested. Furthermore, you'll be charged with aggravated DWI, which you know. With that in mind, do you want to submit to a breath test?
No, sir.
Do you turn around this way? Open your mouth. Lift your tongue. Nothing in your mouth. It's now 12:06. Okay. And I'll take the phone from you, and then we'll call your sergeant. I gotta call my lieutenants anyway.
At this point, Officer Hernandez knew that there was no way out. His refusal to take a blood test instead of proving the officer wrong had only sealed his fate.
Anything else on you other than your phone?
I might have my knife on.
I saw you.
I might just be my wallet.
Yeah.
That's anything I keep in my pocket. Other stuff is my gun. Other side's just my. That's where I keep my gun. Yeah.
There's no gun there now, right?
What's that?
There's no gun there now.
No. Would you mind if I called my sergeant or no?
I'll pop it on speakerphone.
Okay. Can we put this in the phone?
The cuffs?
Yeah.
No.
I get you. You're good.
No, this is Sergeant LaFay with State Police. Hey, good. Can you meet me here at the I-25 northbound at the kind of by Bobby Foster?
I can't. Is everything okay?
I'll get, yes or no, and then I'll need somebody to take the unit home or to your station. He's been arrested for DWI. No, sir.
In his unit?
Hmm.
Who is this again?
Sergeant LaFave?
Fave?
Mhm.
State Police?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you guys are handling everything?
Yes. But I'm giving you a courtesy because he was in full uniform. And all this stuff's in his unit, and I'm parked behind his unit now.
Yeah, he's supposed to be here for briefing. We start at midnight.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
What the? Okay, I'll bring one of my guys and we'll get it.
All right, thank you, sir.
We'll be en route right now.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye. He's on his way.
Can I do anything for you, sir?
No, sir. And I told him, like, we've been in a situation, sir. I mean, well, again, he's totally respectful. He doesn't want to blow. And it's fine. Thanks, like, we'll figure it out down the road, but I appreciate you coming out.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. He's right here.
Okay. Can I step over?
No.
Okay.
You just tell him.
Sarge, the 43-1 that we had last week, the knife is in my passenger front side. I just didn't get a tag yet last week, just because everything that was going on. I don't know if that's important. I just want to let you know before, if the vehicle gets towed, people will lose their shit because there's a bloody knife in my unit. Okay. I just want to let you know, sir.
All right. Are his eyes always like that?
In the end, he was taken to jail and charged for driving under the influence. If you thought Officer Hernandez's case was a disgrace to law enforcement, well, wait until you hear about this retired veteran officer who spent over 3 decades on the force only to be exposed for sending inappropriate messages to a juvenile.
What you doing, Tim? Hey, just listen to me, okay? You're gonna be under arrest, okay? It's not a joke, okay? That's why we're geared up, okay? The charge is basically having sexual communication with a minor.
On March the 29th, 2023, an anonymous letter arrived at the Edmond Police Department exposing a former officer still working within the department who had been engaging in an inappropriate relationship with a juvenile. The letter revealed that 68-year-old Timothy Owen had been relentlessly texting her, sometimes 60 to 70 times a day, including during school hours and late at night. Investigators quickly identified the victim and spoke with her on April the 7th, 2023, as she recounted her chilling ordeal with the retired officer. Wasting no time, the officers swiftly secured an arrest warrant for one of their own, knowing the shocking nature of the case left no room for hesitation.
What you doing, Tim? Hey, just listen to me, okay? You're gonna be under arrest, okay? It's not a joke, okay? That's why we're geared up, okay? We know you got a gun. I'd love to talk to you. I'm gonna explain everything to you, but we gotta take care of this right now, okay?
What's up?
So I'm gonna tell you, but we're gonna deal with this stuff right
Sure.
here, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Is it on a belt, like through the loop, so we can just take off your belt and it'll come with
Just
it?
take the gun out.
Okay, that's fine too. Anything else on you besides the knife? Any other guns, ankle holster, anything like that? Okay, I'm just gonna check you real quick.
Yeah.
And then what we'll do is we'll go upstairs. We're gonna visit with you, tell you all the ins and outs of it.
Okay.
And then if you want to talk to us, great. If you don't, we'll let you know from there. Okay, let me just check you real quick. Nothing else? Just keys right there, Tim. That's fine, that's fine. There. Okay. I don't want to handcuff you, to be honest with you.
That's fine.
Okay. Just stay cooperative. We're going to make cooperative questions, answers, that type of deal, and we'll go from there.
Whatever we gotta do.
Okay. Sounds good. Like I said, you're being arrested. Okay. Basically, long story short, the charge is basically having sexual communication with a minor. That's what this is about. Okay. Obviously, you know the process. I'm not going to change anything up just because of who you are, but obviously we've known each other for a long time. So it's not going to be comfortable for either of us, I wouldn't assume. Being under arrest, though, I got to read your rights.
Sure.
At the end of that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know you know it. I just got to do it. Okay.
Given his 30 years on the force, the detectives knew that they had to tread carefully as he was well versed in every interrogation tactic. Still, they hoped that he would have the decency to come clean, but the allegations were far too serious for any man to simply admit to them. For all it was worth, if he admitted to them, it would mean that his years of service would all be for nothing. For now, he had to figure out how to get himself out of the murky waters before it was too late, or at least while he was still just a suspect.
You wish to talk to me now?
You ask questions, I may or may not, but I think I know what it's about, but
Okay.
you go ahead.
And that's the deal. Obviously, I'll ask questions, and if you answer them, that's fine. You can stop at any time, that type of deal.
Sure, I
So,
understand.
as long as we're clear on that, I've got a few questions. Obviously, we have one side of the story, and that's why we need to talk to you.
Sure, I understand.
So having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me now?
Yeah, I want to know, I'm being charged with what?
It's basically, I can read it to you.
Can we read that? Just this?
Yeah, it's.
I'd like to read the report or the statement or something.
Well, obviously, the report's not completely done. The probable cause will be public record, so you'll have access to that.
Yeah.
So,
But before I talk to you, I want to see what allegations have been made.
Well, the allegations will probably explain, explanatory in the charge that's listed. It's facilitating, encouraging, offering, or soliciting sexual conduct or engaging in sexual communication with a minor or a person believed to be a minor. That is the state statute.
Okay, go ahead.
okay. So having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me?
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You can ask questions.
This form right here, it's just stating you understand, signature right here, and I'll sign below you. Okay, so probably a couple weeks ago, I got the letter. There was a letter sent to the chief's office, okay, and it had information related to an inappropriate relationship with a 14-year-old.
Texting.
And so, obviously, our job, the letter had some information in it that pretty much directed it to you.
Right, yeah.
Based on circumstances, the letter, what the information in the letter, everything, we could rule out everybody but you, based on the information in the letter, how it was worded, how it was written, and so forth.
Yeah.
And so we started working on the case, and we were able to gather some
How
information.
long ago?
This would have been last summer, so it's been a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
And so, one, I would ask you, do you know what we're talking about when we talk about?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So, tell us what are we doing? Why would somebody be writing this letter?
Was it my sister,
Could have been.
Miller, Sherry Miller,
Could have been.
or it was Jim Morches? One of the two.
And who? Sherry is.
My sister
Okay. And Jim.
is he's the father of.
Okay. Okay. And so that's what the deal is.
In a desperate attempt to gauge what the detectives had on him, he tried to suggest that the letter might have come from his sister. But the detectives were no fools. They knew he would use every trick in the book to dodge their questions.
I will tell you, we've talked to a lot of people, and that's why we're kind of here today.
This is totally a surprise to me.
I believe you.
Yeah, I mean,
I believe you.
it's crazy.
But why would we get this information? Why would we get this letter? Why are their concerns valid?
Here's where I'm at right now. If I tell you my story without incriminating me, am I going to walk out here today?
Well, you've been arrested.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So I have to be booked in and all that other stuff. Yeah. So why should I carry on? Maybe I should just get an attorney. Is it going to help me to talk to you?
So here's what, obviously my job, and I've been doing it a long time. And
You had, so there's nothing been filed with the DA yet? Okay, all right.
And so, obviously, my job is obviously to grab as much information as possible and present it to the people that make the ultimate decision of whether formal charges would be filed.
Right, but regardless of what is done here today, I will end up in jail. So I don't know why I should talk to you without an attorney.
It's up to you.
I don't see that would help me any.
And it's your world. right?
Well, I
It's-
understand that, but
It's
I-
your decisions, what you think is best, what's not best. If you think this is not right,
It's not
or
right.
if it's not accurate,
It's not.
it's curious to me why people are gunning for you with this type of information, that's all. And that is a decision you have to make based on whether or not you think it's
I understand.
important for me to know at this point in time.
I don't. I just don't know why we talked and she understood the situation and she just was pissed off. My sister, I guess I just really pissed her off.
Well, we're talking, what, 7 months later?
Mm-hmm, I know. So she reported this 7 months ago.
I just got the information, what, the week before last?
So where did you get the information?
A letter came to the chief's office
From?
from an anonymous.
Just recently?
Mhm.
Wow.
Mid-March. So, yeah, if we, based on what we know, I mean, we're talking August, September of last year.
Mhm. Mhm. Have you read any text? Have you seen any of the text that was written?
Well.
Back and forth?
Is that gonna help you?
I think it will. Yeah.
Between you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
well, we've talked,
Mm-hmm. And she lied probably, made something up.
why would she lie?
I don't know, but why am I here?
Well, because of the information that came out so far.
Well, what came out is not probably accurate. But I don't know that I need to talk to you guys anymore.
And that's okay.
Yeah. All right, let's do what we need to do. I'll post bail and hopefully post bail and go home.
Yeah. What do you have in your pockets? I just soon put everything up here and then we'll go down. This is your phone.
Mhm.
Is this a department issue? Or
No, that's mine.
We're gonna take that, okay? The thing about that, you want to give us consent to look in your phone? Okay, we're gonna get a search warrant.
Despite strongly denying the allegations, he refused to let the detectives examine his phone to verify the existence of the incriminating texts. That refusal alone only made them more certain that he had something to hide.
It's okay, we totally get it now, I'm not saying anything negative towards you, I mean, you have your rights, and we're gonna do things by the book, but we're gonna get a search warrant for your phone, and then we'll just keep trying to gather information. We're keeping an open mind on everything, but obviously the information we gathered thus far is enough to,
It's my written life.
you're not telling us anything we haven't talked about a million times. Like I said, this is
And I'm
not.
retiring in 18 days. And there's a possibility I could lose my retirement.
And although we hear you, that ultimately isn't what we base our decisions on. It's the information we gather. So, like I said, you want to talk to a lawyer, I'm going to tell you this. When you get out, you get a lawyer, and you think it's beneficial to come back and talk.
For sure.
Come back and
I'll
talk
talk
to
to
me.
the attorney first.
Yeah, and then come back and talk to me. Again, you know, doing this work, and I've been doing it a long time, the more information I have, the better decisions we make. And so, without saying anything else, 'cause we've already done that, but I just want you to know.
I really do want to tell you. It's my story or what happened, but I'm not sure that that's going to benefit me right now.
And it may not.
Yeah, because I'm still.
I don't know what that is.
I'm still going to get booked in.
Yeah. But that's why I open it up. After this process, if you think that's important to you and you need counsel here, more power to you, Tim. I swear to goodness, that's fine. It's not intimidating to me, right? And let's sit down and visit about it, you know, because I've still got some time. We've still got some work to do, and we're going to try to do the best we can on it. That's all. I just want you to understand that. And part of visiting with you is part of that. So definitely keep it open. Talk to your attorney. Holler at me and we can visit. Like today, we're going to be to be honest with you, as discreet as possible. Okay.
Can I bombed out from here?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know. I almost want to say no, but
Oh, we've done that before. It's been years.
on misdemeanor stuff, yeah, it's
Well,
because this is a felony charge.
At this point, he seemed far more concerned with posting a bond than proving his innocence, showing no real interest in coming clean or clearing his name. It was as if he knew the truth wouldn't set him free.
my life's pretty much over here.
Well, you're being arrested and you're not convicted.
Well, I
So-
understand that, and I don't see that I'm going to get convicted.
And that's,
But it's the embarrassment.
well,
And,
like I said, it's tough for all of us. Tough for all of us. I'm gonna let you keep your bracelet on, keep your ring on, nothing else in your pockets, everything else. We're just gonna leave this here. We'll go down. All this will be your property, I think.
In the end, he was taken to jail and charged with sending inappropriate messages to a person under the age of consent. Following up is the case of a New Jersey cop who didn't hesitate to slam Bradley Beach Police Chief Leonard Guida on the hood of a car after he arrived at a crash site reeking of alcohol.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over
Chief,
here.
I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm working.
Get
I
over-
don't have time
get
to
over
argue about a
here.
jacket,
Get
okay?
over here.
Don't you
That's
touch
not
me. Don't you touch me. Don't you f***ing touch me. You have a problem? You grabbed me. What? Now get out of here.
On November the 9th, 2023, officers with the Bradley Beach Police Department rushed to a commercial neighborhood after receiving a frantic 911 call about a car crash. What seems like a routine response took an unexpected turn when, out of nowhere, their own police chief showed up at the scene under circumstances that would leave his officers stunned.
Hey, Ron, just pull that up and put it to the shoulder. Yeah. Thanks.
What is it?
The RMA.
I'm not the police, okay? I came here with the ambulance. I want to make sure you're okay.
I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. I'm asking you if he's RMA or not.
Oh, yeah, no.
What?
Yeah. I get that. I'm not saying you aren't. I just want to make sure your head is okay. He's giving them injuries that we need to be aware of.
I can't get any.
Can you tell me your
Chief.
first name at least?
Why do you get a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? What's on the back of it?
What do you mean?
Look at it, tell me what's on the back of it.
Oh, they washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a sergeant, for God's sake.
Okay, Chief. Let me work this DWI, okay? Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay?
over here.
Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you f***ing touch me. You have a problem? You grabbed me. What? Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Take him, man. Take him.
No, you're going to go in.
Take him.
Drunk again. Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No,
Chief, you're going to get locked up. You grabbed me. I asked you 3 times to leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
That's the first thing. Billy,
I'm trying to get away
shut
from
up.
everybody.
Shut up, because you're in trouble now. Stop,
I'm not
please,
in
stop.
trouble.
Stop,
I'm not in
stop,
trouble.
stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stop,
You're gonna be
Billy.
in trouble.
Billy.
Chief, I'm
Billy,
working a
I'm listening to
DWI.
you. I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Shut up.
No.
You're in trouble because this is the first thing. First of all, I was about to say to you, you stupid. I was about to say to you, what do you need OEM for?
You're embarrassing me in front of the men about the jacket.
No. That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. Now we got a real problem, Billy.
Yeah, we do.
I know.
We do.
All right, you're gonna have to go inside.
No, how about we do
No,
this?
no.
we go
Billy,
inside?
Billy, you're gonna have to go inside right now with me. You're gonna have to go inside and
We're
there's
in a
gonna
serious collision.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Listen to me.
Grab me.
No, I said
You were
come
out of
over
line.
here.
You were out of line. You grabbed me. It's on video.
Billy,
It's on video. I'm not going to argue with it. I have a crash
Billy,
to work.
Billy,
I have a job
Billy,
to do.
You're
okay?
relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
Okay.
You're
I'll go
relieved. No. Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved.
At this point, the police chief seemed to believe his rank would allow him to interfere with the officer's case, despite being clearly intoxicated. He failed to realize that no badge could place him above the law.
Go in the headquarters and wait for me.
Yeah, so my crash.
No, Billy, you're relieved.
I have
Billy.
officers here.
Billy.
Right here. They could get waffled because my car is
Billy.
blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy, don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm
You're
suspended?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Yes. Billy, come here.
I'm going home. We can't talk. I'm suspended.
No.
No, I'm suspended.
You're
I'm going
to headquarters
home.
and you're going to wait for me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
You're going to go in the headquarters and wait for me there.
Let me work my crash. This is why I'm here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy. You have to. Let me explain something to you. Billy, you're suspended.
Okay.
All right. Billy.
Yes. Okay.
Wait for me in there. That's an order.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put your car where my car is so our officers and first aid don't get run over, please?
I got you.
Thank you.
Billy's suspended. Over here. You see what happened there?
Yes, Chief.
What happened?
There's some type of exchange between you and Sergeant Major.
Well, we're going to talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Billy's suspended. You already got this. What do you have here? What do you have?
We're trying to figure that out, Chief.
Go on, Billy. Go on.
I mean, in there.
Yes, you're going to meet me in there. Go and put the dog in right now.
There's nowhere to put her. She's going to ruin things.
Okay, we'll leave her in there. Go in.
I'm going. I got people on the road. I want to make sure they're safe. I don't want to run you over, so watch out.
No. Come on. Go ahead. You know I love you. Come on.
I know. What? Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Stop. Billy.
Why would you do that to me?
Stop. Billy. Stop. You got enough problems already. Please.
Okay.
In the end, the police chief was suspended due to his conduct. Following up is the case of Deputy Evans, who refused to back down when a corrupt security guard tried to trample on an independent journalist's First Amendment rights.
I'm scared for my safety of this guy.
It's against the rules here to film without express permission. The rules here, I enforce. I want her off the property. She's not allowed to film. That's not up for debate.
I just got off the phone with my lieutenant.
I don't care what your lieutenant said. He doesn't know the rules here either. When I ask her what she's doing and she refuses to tell me, she's leaving property. That's all there is to it.
On May the 6th, 2024, Deputy Evans of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office responded to a 911 call from a security guard claiming a woman who was filming without his permission. But when he arrived at the clerk's office, he didn't find a threat. He found a terrified woman, fearing for her safety, as the same security guard had been relentlessly following her throughout the building.
Sir, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm scared for my safety of this guy.
Okay.
I'm here to do official business.
Okay.
And I'm exercising my First Amendment right. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, let's get on the road.
Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
The security.
Right.
I'm not breaking any laws.
Right. So I mean, you're just going around filming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a citizen review journalist. This is what I do with government officials. And I'm here on official business. I want to check into the tax maps, stuff like that. And I did film by the DMV because that's something new. I've never seen that before. Not breaking any laws, sir. And I'm not giving you my ID either.
Okay.
Because Tennessee is not a stop and ID state.
Okay.
Unless I'm being arrested for something, then I have to give you my ID.
Right now you're not being arrested.
Okay.
You're not detained. You're free to go.
Okay.
She's going to be escorted off the property, though. It's against the rules here to film without express permission, and for me to ask her what her purpose is here, and her tell me it's none of my business, well, that's incorrect.
Right.
So she's not allowed to film here unless you have explicit permission from the facilities engineering manager. Those are the rules here. This is county government property. This is not public property, ma'am.
Government is public property.
No, ma'am, it is not. I'm sorry, but you cannot film here without permission.
I don't need anybody's permission to exercise my First
escort this
Amendment
lady
right.
off my property?
Yeah, give me just a second.
Can I talk to your supervisor?
Probably not.
I want to talk to your supervisor because I'm here to do official business with public records.
Okay. Give me just a second. So, security guard wants this lady kicked out of here because he said she can't film here without permission. Yeah. She's asking for a supervisor. I'm like, look, you don't need one. I'll just talk to the security guard and be like, look, man, per my supervisor, she's not hurting anything and not bothering anybody. She can film here. She's outside the library. Yeah, she's just being an auditor. Yeah. And I don't know about her trying to get into... She can film inside the library, right? I just wanted to make sure... I'm right. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, because she's not doing anything wrong.
Given the complexity of the situation, the officer consulted his superior to ensure his assessment didn't infringe on anyone's rights. As he had initially suspected, the woman had done nothing wrong, and his superior confirmed it, further solidifying that the security guard had overstepped his authority.
Hey, so I just got off the phone with my lieutenant.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he said she's good to film and walk around.
No, she's not. She's not. You don't know the rules here.
Right.
Okay, you need to check with somebody before you make that.
That's my lieutenant.
Dude, I don't care. The rules here, I enforce. I want her off the property. She's not allowed to film. That's not up for debate. Period. I mean, do I have to call, Mayor Golden or something?
I mean, if you want. I mean, like I said, I just got off the phone with my lieutenant.
I don't care what your lieutenant said. He doesn't know the rules here either. Okay? She's not allowed to film without written consent from Mark, who is the facilities manager.
Right.
If I ask her what she's doing, I expect an answer. It's none of your business. I'll do whatever I want. I want her off the property. It's that simple. She's not allowed to do what she's doing. Your lieutenant, it's not his decision to make. These are the rules.
But I mean,
period. And I enforce them. If there's a problem with that, I'll if you're not going to back me up, then I'll.
It's not that I'm not wanting to.
Yes,
it's like
She's not allowed to do what she's doing. You don't get it.
But I mean, legally, she's not
Yes,
breaking any...
she is. This is government property,
right?
Not public.
Right.
She can't do it here without written permission and consent. When I ask her what she's doing and she refuses to tell me, she's leaving property. That's all there is to it.
I mean, from my understanding, she's not breaking any laws.
Sir,
and according
you're not
to
getting
my
it.
lieutenant,
This is county government. Do you know what the rules are here at the county government facility here? Do you know what they are?
Anywhere open. I mean,
Sir,
it's open to the public.
Please, do you know what they are? Do you know what the rules here are?
No, not here.
I do. That's my job. I'm telling you, she's not allowed to do what she's doing, and I want her off property. Period. It's really simple.
Right.
She's not allowed to do what she's doing, and after giving me the hard time, I want her off the property. I got other things to tend to.
But I mean, I'm not allowed to kick her out.
You most certainly are allowed to escort her off property. Yes, sir. I've had it done many times. So please don't tell me you can't do that.
But
That's
I mean,
incorrect.
But she's not doing anything
wrong.
wrong.
My goodness, we're going to go over this again. Yes, she is. She is violating the rules here at county government property. She's not allowed to do what she's doing.
But I mean, like, she just agreed with.
I don't care what she agreed with. Like I said, you guys don't know the rules here. She's filming me without my permission, which is another violation, sir. Well, she needs to go, period.
So Tennessee, you're allowed to record. I mean,
No, not here. You have to have written consent, and the person being filmed has to give consent. I do not. She is to leave property. It's that simple. That simple. Those are the rules here, and this is my job. Okay? If you're going to undercut me,
I'm not.
Yes, you are. If you're going to undercut me, I need your name and badge number so I can turn it in. When I called you guys, I expect to be backed up.
Secure.
Okay, not to be told what it's like off property.
But what
on property, it's a different set of rules.
What I'm saying is she's not breaking the law.
She is. You don't get it. You just don't get it, dude. You work for the county, you still don't get it. She's not allowed to do what she's doing on county government property. Either escort her off or please give me your name and badge number so I can take it higher. I'm sick to death of not being backed up here. Okay? I'm trying to do the job they tell me to do, and you guys are cutting me off at the knees. She's not allowed to do what she's doing. She's not allowed to film me without my express permission, and I don't give it. She needs to go. Period.
Well, I mean, she is. Tennessee has. It's a one-way. It's
still going to argue with me. I don't get it. May I have your name and badge number? Please?
Yeah, I'm Deputy Evans.
I need
K9 54.
I don't have my pen with me.
There you go.
I would like to have an escort to do public records request.
No, ma'am, you are not.
I'm asking him.
You're asking me. This is
No,
my
I'm
post.
asking him.
This is my post.
Say
Hold on.
Security. You're not going in that building.
I'm asking
Period.
for escort.
She's not going in these buildings, dude. She's not doing it. I don't know why you go against government policy like that, man.
It's not the law.
County. It's county government, ma'am. They have their own rules here that
That's
have to
not
be
law.
followed.
I'd like to have an escort, please.
She's not going in that building, I'm telling you right now.
As the security guard kept insisting that the woman needed written permission to film, the officer called his supervisor to help de-escalate the situation. But instead of backing down, the security guard grew even more agitated, unwilling to accept that he had no authority to enforce such a rule.
I got my supervisor coming.
Dude, the rules aren't going to change because your supervisor's on the way.
I know, look,
it's that simple.
Look, I understand, feeling some type of way with somebody filming and stuff like that.
It's against the rules on this property. It's not how I feel about it.
It's
period. It's cut and dry.
But I mean, it's not
Yes.
illegal.
Dude, you don't get it. You don't get it. This is county government property.
And I work for the county.
Yes, then why are you not backing me up here?
Because
enforcing the rules that I have to enforce here.
I mean,
if you cut me off at the knees, then you effectively cut my job off. I have no authority here to do my job if you don't back me up.
I'm not.
And I will call Wes and talk to him about this. Okay. I've already had to do it once already. Unbelievable, man. Supposed to be working together here. We're both county.
Right.
Right.
I mean, but she's not causing a disturbance. She's not hurting anybody.
You're not listening.
I mean,
it doesn't. None of that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. She can't do what she's doing. She's filming me without my permission on this property is not acceptable.
But I mean, she's allowed to. That's not against the law either.
Dude, yes, you don't have no idea what goes on here. You need to learn what goes on here before you come make a decision, because you don't know. You do not know.
Am I getting an escort to do a public record request?
I'm in that building.
I'm not talking to you, sir.
I'm security here, and I'm telling you, you're not going in that building filming. She's not doing it.
I'm not talking to you, sir.
She's not doing it. Period.
But she's allowed to.
No, she's not.
I mean, like, legally.
Oh my God, you're so hard-headed. She is not allowed to do it. You can't film.
Yeah, you can.
No, oh my God, dude. You cannot on government property without consent.
I want an escort.
You are not going anywhere inside my building.
So,
period.
I don't think I can give you an escort.
Well, I don't want this guy insulting me. I'm trying to avoid.
You know what? As long as you're on this campus, I'm going to be in your shadow, whether you like it or not.
Just don't assault me.
No one's touching you. No one's touching you.
So can I go inside to do a public report?
No.
I didn't tell your security.
You can't.
If I start walking into that door, these guys try to.
I will physically stop her.
See,
she is not allowed to do that. Right, so you need to get a handle on this.
Now, do you understand why I'm asking for an escort? Because he stated he's going to put
you are
hands
not
on me.
allowed to go in there. The county clerk is who called me to come take care of this.
Right.
So you're going to say that that she has no authority either.
Well, I mean, if the
She's an
county
elected
clerk,
official, and you're telling me she has no authority to let me do my job.
if the county clerk didn't want you in there, they have the right to ask you to leave.
Yeah, but I'm doing doing a records request, and that's like under a statute. Like
I don't know a whole lot about that, and I don't know where you would do it. Like a public.
She is like the custodian of records.
She very well could be. Like I said, I don't know a lot about that.
So she's the person to do it with.
So maybe I'm not getting my point across clearly. I don't.
You have no point, my friend. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk like that, but I have the point here.
But if she asks you to leave, you do have to leave.
No, she's not going in.
But
Period.
I'm gonna file a
You're not going in that building.
I'm gonna file a
It's not
complaint
gonna
against
happen.
you. Lawsuits involved, possible lawsuits. I'm here to do a simple public records request.
Well, then you have to go through the process, ma'am. You have to get permission from our facilities
I
manager.
don't need permission to
Ma'am,
exercise
you have to
my
get
First
permission
Amendment
from our
right.
facilities manager.
I
Yes,
don't need
you
to do that.
See?
So let my supervisor get here.
Yeah,
he'll explain it. Because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not getting it.
My friend,
but
you're missing the point. You're missing the point. She needs to be
From
on
a-
the property. Period. Now, if you want to go and get permission to do what you're doing, I have no problem with that, ma'am. You just have to go through. You have to go through the proper channels.
Because I mean, it'd be the same if she walked into the sheriff's office with a camera. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to film inside the sheriff's office.
We're not the sheriff's office.
It's county
We're not the
property,
sheriff's
though.
office.
It's
Yeah.
public property.
It is not, ma'am. It's private.
No, it's not.
Sir, is this public property?
Yes.
No, it's not. It's government county. Oh
Because-
my God.
It's not private.
Why do you think we can't let cars park here overnight? Because
Right.
it's not public area.
Right.
It's not public.
It's not
Oh my
private.
God.
Hey, real quick, did the county clerk ask you to leave when you went in there?
I was outside the whole time. I did not
Okay.
go into that big building.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I'm relaying everything correctly.
After all the back and forth between the officer and the security guard, the officer's supervisor finally arrived, hoping to settle the matter quickly. However, the security guard was convinced it had to be his way or the highway, refusing to back down even in the face of superior authority.
I want to introduce myself. I'm a friendly. Nice to meet you. I'm a friendly person. I'm just here to do a public records request under the Tennessee statute. I want to inquire about their policies and stuff.
Okay.
That's it. And I did film on the side of the DMV because that's something new that I never saw. So I was like, but I never went inside.
Okay.
I stayed outside. I'm just exercising my First Amendment right as a citizen to do drill. Yeah. I'm not breaking any laws. Like, I don't know what his security, I don't know what his deal is.
So it's my understanding that the clerk's office didn't ask her to leave. She was outside the whole time. But I guess one of them might have felt nervous.
Hey.
And now he's not wanting to let her in.
Down. Please.
So that's where we're at. And I was trying to explain to him, like, hey, she can go in, she can film.
Hey, I just watch your back.
Okay.
No, you're good. You're not doing anything wrong as long as
Yeah,
you're
it's fine.
outside.
Like, inquire about the public records.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, as long as you're not accessing restricted areas or anything like that.
Yeah. No, you're good. We just gotta.
I'm gonna have to talk to him. Yeah.
But-
How's it going, man? You doing okay? You doing good?
You know where the clerk's office is, so I could go straight there?
So the clerk's office is right here.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know anything about the process to do a public information
I'm
request.
just afraid that he's gonna put hands on me.
No, he's not gonna do that.
Okay. So
And
I
that-
No, you're fine.
Yeah, like I said, you're not
Just
detained.
as long
You're
as
free
you
to
don't
leave.
access restricted areas, you're good to go.
Yeah. Just want to keep an eye on him because, you know, like I told him, you know, like she's free to film wherever.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
not.
Absolutely.
But he's a little upset about it. He's saying that it's private property, and I'm like, no, it's government. It's
definitely not, yeah.
public property. Anybody could be anywhere. So
That's correct.
except for, you know, restricted areas. But he's like, well, that's the rules. And I'm like, look, man, that's the law. What I'm telling you. So
Yeah, no, we're good. You're good.
Good. Well, apparently, the library has much different rules than a lot of the other places. In the library, you cannot film without express written consent. You also cannot film somebody in the library without their personal consent. Okay, apparently,
So here's the thing with
What
that.
this lady's doing is okay, apparently.
It is.
Right.
It is, absolutely.
Okay,
But
yeah.
here's the thing with that.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Even if the
I was
library-
probably not explaining it correctly. You know, I
Even
wasn't
if
trying
the
to.
library says that,
Yeah.
their policies are not going to trump the law.
Yeah. I mean, she can still be asked to leave, but
Well,
I mean,
I
she
certainly can't let her go into these buildings filming and disrupting.
But you can.
As long as
because
she's not-
There's nothing you can do to stop it.
yeah, as long as she's not interfering.
Well, that's what
She's
she's
restricted
doing.
areas.
She doesn't have business in the office. She don't want to walk around and film.
Right. But
And
it's
that's going to impede these people from doing their job. But that's my opinion.
That's, in the sense, that's where they've got to fall back, just like we do. Just like this gentleman right here is filming right now. I can't stop what I'm doing.
Yeah, sure.
Just because he's filming.
To prevent any further confrontation between the officer and the woman, the sergeant had to make it clear to the security guard that the library's rules did not override the law. But even then, the guard refused to accept reality.
You've got to learn to work around that. We're okay with 24/7.
Unfortunately, you know, not unfortunately, but I mean, it's especially working in the public. You know, you're gonna have.
Guys, I
it
deal
happens.
with so much stupid
I know.
stuff here,
Yeah.
man. It's
We deal with stupid
Like I said, I'm not trying to
No.
not back you up, but
But
First Amendment is stupid.
huh?
The First Amendment is stupid.
That's not what he said, sir. That's not what he said.
No, sir.
but
Not what he said.
Not
yeah,
at all.
like I said,
He said he deals with stupid stuff. He didn't say anything
Yeah,
about the
stupid
First
things
Amendment.
happen here,
Yeah.
you know, just silly stuff.
I'm not
That's
supposed
all.
to intervene in your conversation.
You're fine.
no, you're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, that's something that, you know, it's just part of the, you know,
Well, I
part
know
of
it
the process that we
definitely
gotta-
freaked out Teresa over there. And,
Yeah, and it happens.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they've just got to learn to work around
Oh,
it.
where did she go anyway?
She went in there.
She went in the county.
Yeah.
All right.
As long
Now-
as she's not accessing restricted areas.
Yeah.
Now, if they ask me to remove her,
Now the county clerk, can ask her to leave, but as long
if
as
she's like causing any commotion or anything,
Mhm.
which I don't think she will.
Yeah.
right.
But I mean, when you start getting complaints, well, I don't want to be filmed. That's not a valid
That's
reason.
yeah.
That's not a valid reason. I mean, he can film. He can turn around and film anybody in the public right now. He wants to.
Sure.
It's annoying to some people, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Secure. It's
Now, see,
Archives is actually down there.
I'm still going to have to go and make sure that, there's not a problem down there.
Right.
Well, if there's a problem, they'll call.
They will.
yeah.
I mean, you're not going to have to follow around the whole time. And I'm going to tell you, when you do start doing that, that's where the problem's going to be created.
Well,
Let them do their thing.
I'm doing my thing.
Yeah,
Okay?
look, I
I'm doing
understand.
my thing.
I understand.
So I walk this place all day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I happen to walk in that direction, I'm not following her. I'm doing my job.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that's all.
All right. Well, if you need us,
I'll look
give
at
us
the
a call.
bus shop. I just want to make sure
You're
everything's
fine.
No, you're good, man.
maintained here. All right, man. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate y'all.
In the end, the woman was allowed to go on with her business without any interference from the security guard. Up next is the case of a rookie officer from the Ruidoso Police Department who tried to cover up his own mess, claiming his house had been broken into when in reality he had kicked down his own front door.
This is Katie. How can I help you?
Hey, Katie. This is 622. I just got back to my apartment, and I think somebody broke in.
Like I said, they didn't see anyone go up and down the stairwell.
If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. But this one, I need you to be straight with me, 100%. You don't want to start your career with a blemish.
On July the 2nd, 2024, officers were dispatched to a residential neighborhood after a frantic 911 call from a fellow officer reporting a break-in. That morning, the officer in question had reported to work, but was sent home by his superior to shave. After complying, he left his apartment, only to realize that he had forgotten his body camera inside. Instead of using a key or another reasonable approach, he chose the most reckless option possible, kicking in his own door and then calling for backup. An act that was going to haunt him as long as he lived.
Southwest is 56.
Rita Siri Dispatch. This is Katie. How can I help you?
Hey, Katie. This is 622. I just got back to my apartment, and I think somebody broke in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just, I need to have a unit come out here.
But yeah, like I said, they didn't see anyone go up and down the stairwell.
So you went to Walmart, your card didn't work, so you didn't buy nothing,
Yeah.
came back home.
Yeah, because
You came in, you wound up using your electric razor.
Yeah, which I mean, everything's still over there.
Okay.
But I used that, got everything done, was gonna go back 81, and that's when I realized my body cam was still on the sink. I was gonna come back down to get it, and the door was wide open.
How old are you, Ski?
21.
21. You know how long I've been doing this?
Many years, sir.
23. So I'm pretty good about reading situations. You know what I mean? So I want you to know that first of all, you know, I can help you out if there's something else going on here, okay? But I need you as an officer to be 100% honest with me right now.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes, sir.
Now, it's my understanding you were, when you called your mom, which you say was, you were sitting right here,
yes,
was
sir.
at 642. At 642, you were in Walmart.
No, sir. If this will load. I'll have my chemicals right here. Dispatch right there. 6:21, I was at Walmart.
Okay.
6:42 was when I got back here. 6:46-ish was when I called dispatch.
Okay. This is you leaving Walmart?
Yes, sir.
With a bag in your hand?
Yes. I bought a candy, but that's it.
Bought candy with your card?
With tap.
Okay. But you didn't use that to buy your razor?
No, sir.
No? How come?
No, I mean, I realized that I had my electric shaver here, so I didn't really see the need to actually buy that, spend more money.
The rookie thought he was clever enough to outsmart a veteran detective, but what he didn't realize was that the detective had a record of his every move since the moment he was sent home to shave.
So, listen, Ski, this is the time, okay? This is a very important juncture in your life.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Where I want you to be 100% straight with me. If you messed up and you kicked your door because maybe you forgot your key, maybe because you were pissed off, stuff happens. If I was in a bind and I had to kick my door, I'd kick my door. Okay? That's when we got to help each other out. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. But this one I need you to be straight with me 100%. You don't want to start your career with a blemish. Okay? So there's other things that I haven't told you yet that lead me to believe you're not being 100% straight up with me. Okay? So I want you right now, put everything aside, all your emotions, any fear you might have. Be 100% honest with me, bud. Okay? I looked at the boot patterns. What do you think I saw there? Okay? It's okay. It's not the end of the world, man. But I need you to be straight with me. Okay? Why did you kick it? Were you locked out?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That's all right. But here's the thing, man. When you do something like that, especially in this career, you call your buddy, Munoz. Hey, dude, I got locked out. I had to kick my freaking door. Probably going to be in trouble. So I'm assuming maybe you thought, what, that you were going to have to pay for the door because you kicked it or what?
I knew that.
Yeah. Okay. So why did you kick it?
Did get locked.
You got locked out? And couldn't find your key, or it was in here?
It was all that was in here.
It was in here. Okay. All right.
At this point, he had no choice but to come clean. The detectives made it clear that there was no way out if he kept lying. He had to man up and face the consequences of his actions.
Well, listen, what we need to do right now is I need you to take off your gear, okay? So you can just put that down. You can just put your phone down or whatever. But I'm gonna take this from you, okay? Is this triple? Is it a thumb release? Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and take all your gear off, okay? Now keep in mind that this doesn't have to be the end of law enforcement for you, okay? This is a misdemeanor. It's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, okay? You might have another shot in the future, but you can't start your career out with a false report, okay? It is a crime, all right? I think maybe, you know, you're 21 years old, and I'll tell you right now, I couldn't barely at a level of maturity where I was at. Okay? So I don't want you to beat yourself up about this. But these things happen. You know, you're young, you made a mistake, you made a bad call, and this could be an important life lesson to you. Okay? But at the same time, now, that with our department anyway, your credibility, not so good. Okay? I'm just being straight with you. So I want you to keep that in mind in the future, regardless of what you get into, but as law enforcement, you got to be 100% right from the very get-go.
All I can touch is the on this side and the wallet on this side.
Your phone on this side?
Phone, wallet, and nothing in the front. Nothing on this side.
Okay.
Did you, I saw you were getting your mail. Is your house key on that same keychain?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, you didn't put it in your car, right?
I don't think so, no.
Where'd you set your mail down at?
In the end, he was taken to jail and charged for false report. Up next is a case of Officer Justin Augustine, who made the reckless decision to operate his police cruiser while intoxicated, only to end up on the wrong side of the law.
Jeez. Yeah, Augie, come here. Let's go out here in the garage. We got to put your weapons away. Come out here, we'll talk. You'll be all right. We're going to go down and do a drug and alcohol test down at the hospital, you and I. And you don't need all your gear, so take your... are you all right, Augie?
Yeah.
You seem... Well, your focus seems divided on me. What's going on? You just nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you under the influence of anything, Augie? No? Good. I hope not. I do.
Initially, Augustine claims to not be under the influence. However, that would quickly change when he began to realize the magnitude of the situation he was in.
Where's your vest at? You don't have it on you? Okay. All right. What else do you got on you? You got pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done? You gonna go with me to take the test, Augie? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? All right. Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand that.
I'm done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
So what are you gonna do?
Go home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not gonna let you drive.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What?
I'm not gonna let you drive. Can you call your wife? Seriously, Augie, can you call your wife?
I can drive by.
Okay. All right, let's go out here. All right. Don't play this game with me, bud. I'm trying to trying to help you out here.
He ain't doing.
Well, I can't do stuff. I'm just doing what I got to do, Augie. It's my job. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Augie. Don't do this, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right. I'm just doing my job. I'm just asking you to relax. Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, and I understand that. I understand what you're saying. All right. I just don't want you to do it like this. All right. I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm not trying to be difficult. You gotta understand. It's my job, dude. All right. So don't treat me like that. If you want to be done, I understand that.
Moments after telling the officer he wants to go home, Augustine's mood did a total 180, making the situation even more tense.
Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax. No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world. I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least get that cleared to where you can come back to work.
Officer Byron tried his best to convince Augustine to act reasonably. However, it seemed like he had already made up his mind.
Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud.
Huh? What'd you say? I don't want to. What'd you say?
No.
What do you mean you up? Alcohol? Pills? What are you talking about? Huh? Okay. All right. All right, Augie. I get that, bud. So I can't let you drive home, all right?
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You said you're up. How you gonna drive home?
I'm not up. I'm up. I'm up.
What? I'm. Help me understand, Justin.
What the?
You talking about just in the head
cube?
Huh? We don't need to do this, Augie.
What?
Come on. We don't.
What?
Why are you doing this like? Why are you doing me like that? Huh? What have I done to you for you to do that? Do me like that, man? Seriously. I am honest to God being serious with you. What have I done to you for you to treat me like that? Huh?
What the?
I don't know. I didn't wreck the cruiser in there and then have to ask you to come to take the test.
Realizing that the officer had him dead to rights, Augustine decided to admit being drunk. Or did he?
I'm drunk.
Huh?
I'm drunk.
You're drunk right now?
No, I've been drunk.
Been drunk when? Today?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think you are now?
No.
Okay. Well, I can't let you drive the car home unless.
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Is that you're gonna do this? You're about to get yourself arrested, bud.
For what?
What do you mean? What am I gonna do? I can't let you drive. So you try to get in that car, I gotta stop you, and then you're gonna start fighting with me. What is that going to do? Huh? Seriously, Augie, why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. Okay? I didn't do anything to you. Well, let's go back in here so we can figure this out, Augie. Please. You know I gotta call Jason, right? Are you gonna cooperate? But just cooperate with me.
You're fucking me.
Augie, I know they are, and I understand that. Can you call your wife and have her come get you, bud?
Officer Byron was finally able to convince Augustine to cooperate. During his short interrogation, it was clear to see how wasted Augustine really was. He was having a hard time sitting upright, even almost falling off the seat from time to time. In the end, he was charged with handling a weapon under the influence and operating a vehicle while under the influence. Following up is a case of this corrupt off-duty cop who thought he could use his connections to get a favor from a fellow officer and escape the consequences after being caught driving while intoxicated.
But we're supposed to take care of our own, bro.
You're gonna tell me I go to Miami-Dade and I flee from the cops? I'm gonna walk home?
On the 12th of June 2022, officers were pursuing a crazy drunk man driving at speeds exceeding 110 miles per hour. After having chased the man for 4 miles while he was dangerously swerving between vehicles, the officers were finally able to get him to stop. And it was here that everything would go crazy.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Get out of the car right now. Out of the car, let me see hands.
Hands up in the air!
Hands up in the air right now. Turn around, turn around. Turn around, do not face me. Turn around.
Just walk right here. Walk right here. Shut the f up. Get right over here. I don't give who you are. Get on your knees.
Hey, I'm a cop. Why you acting like that? I'm a cop.
Then you'll listen to me when I tell you to get on your knees.
The man, who was later identified as Donovan Rojas, keeps trying to tell his fellow colleagues that he is a cop just like them. However, as it would soon turn out, they didn't care very much about that.
You used to work for Miami-Dade.
Why you acting like that, man?
Stand there. 10-11. One in custody.
I'm acting.
Be quiet. Don't say another word. You hear me? Sit down. Everything's cool, Sergeant. Of course. Of course. We gotta check this car first. There's guns, radios, and all kinds of. Holy shit.
Jesus. In the car, the officers found guns, shields, and other government items. The car was also revealed to be Donovan's agency vehicle, making the situation 10 times worse. However, it was what he said in the backseat of one of the officers' cars that would show just how corrupt he really was.
Boss man, you know how many people are involved in this?
I get you, bro, but like, bro, we're supposed to take care of our own, bro.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, like, I've been doing this shit for 6.5 years, bro.
And if I came to your county and I put you in this position?
Yeah, I'll take you home, like...
You take me home?
Of course.
You take me home after your sergeant shows up on scene?
Hell
and everybody's
yeah.
got cameras?
This is Mommy Day, baby. We take care of you. Like,
Yeah?
this is what we're supposed to do.
I know that's what we're supposed to do, but unfortunately I can't do that.
Alright, bro. I get you.
You're gonna tell me I go to Miami-Dade and I flee from the cops? I'm gonna walk home?
Brother, I didn't even notice you were fleeing.
Nah, man, come on. Don't give me that. We're supposed to be brothers, right?
I will never flee for you. That's why I pulled over.
In the end, Donovan was charged with fleeing and eluding a DUI. A few days after his arrest, he was also fired from the Miami-Dade Police Department without pay.